right? So, part one of this video was me addressing this basketball dude for going to O Block and attacking his initial message, which was, I'm checking in. Multi-million-dollar basketball player goes to O Block to check in. That was the message. It wasn't about him spending $1,000 donating to a charity or whatever the case may be. That wasn't the message. The message was backwards. So now he calls himself clapping at Charleston White. He just gave me so many different angles to attack this on. For one, you got Charleston White, because that's who he's calling a snitch. Charleston White, who is an activist, or rather not an activist, he is a person in the community doing community work, getting young boys out of jail, reduced sentences, talking to people in the schools. Now, you have a basketball player who's an activist. That's you. You a basketball, but you playing in basketball. You was playing basketball. You was throwing jump shots when dudes was busting shots. So you happy to go to the block and be on O Block like, ooh. Let me give you a news flash, right? For one, dudes coming from where I'm from, we don't care about O Block. And apparently, Lil Tim and Quando Rondo, they didn't care about O Block neither. O Block didn't hold any weight outside of O Block. They went to ATL and, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Meet me at the crossroads, it won't be long. See, the moral of the story is what I'm saying is, there's real quote unquote real niggas everywhere that get busy. From Brownsville to Fort Greene to Webster Projects to Cortland Ave, Jackson Melrose, Bronx River, Edawar. Like where we come from, every dude in every block in the hood don't give a damn about the next block, cause everybody get busy. But you sitting up there sweating O Block, right? Cause I'm gonna break this down. You sweating O Block, you sitting up there, you for 1 minute you Black Lives Matter, the next minute you outside with the hooligans talking about checking in, and then you calling a community activist like Charleston White, who actually has a resume for putting in work in the community. You're calling him a rat because he's a civilian. How dare you? He is a civilian. What kind of message are you sending, Mr. Black Lives Matter? Mr. George Floyd? And anybody that knows how I feel, know how I felt about the whole George Floyd situation. Don't let them fool you. I never trusted any bit of that. But we ain't going into that. I'm not even going into that. We're going to stick to the topic. The topic is, we got a basketball player, because you're not in the streets. You're not a part of the streets. You're trying to act like you're part of the streets. Dogs, you ain't never dropped nothing. So don't nobody give a damn about you smoking weed on the block. Crackhead smoke on the block. What that mean? So you go to the block, and you mad because dudes is calling you out because of your message. We trying to clean the hood up. You a part of the problem. And then you going to sit up there and actually make a message, send a message out, and you're going to send a roll call out to basically blackball Charleston White and others like me, not to be a part of the 1%. But I think you forgetting, we living in a day and time of people getting rich off of being independent. We don't want to sit down at your table. We making it, creating our own. You can call me $500,000 Haas. Yeah, call me $500,000. I'm creeping up on 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, doing good without your table. We don't need you. Y'all don't get it though. It's funny how you activists is trying to invade the hood. You rappers is trying to invade the hood. We already see what time it is. In the hood, there is no leadership. So now they try to use you weasels to weasel back in the community to mislead the people. Because everybody knows it's about to be up in a minute. We already know that the world is upside down. And all you dudes is trying to do is play your position in listen, man. There's a lot to talk about when I go live. There's a lot. It's too much to put in this video. But pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because the reality of it is, when this dude, right, when he was making all these millions and he was playing basketball, he wasn't coming to the hood trying to stop King Von from beefing with FBG Duck. He wasn't trying to stop O Block from beefing with 6th Third. He wasn't using his star power for that. No, he went to the hood to say, yeah, I'm checking in. Checking in ain't nothing but a word for extortion for black celebrities. Michael Jackson ain't never checked in. Prince ain't never checked in. Now we gotta check in with thieves and cutthroats? Nah. On top of the fact that we from the hood. Some of us stuck in the hood. We in the hood every day, so we ain't gotta check in. We live there. We not impressed with you coming back to the hood, selling the hood, because that's what you just did. You went to the hood and sold the hood an image of you being in the hood. That's like a dog chasing his tail. Most folks in there is crabs in a barrel trying to figure out how to get to the top. While somebody else is pulling us down. You come in there with your $20, $30 million worth of self, and they'll come sit in the hood talking about you checking in. What messages you sending? We ain't worried about being at your table, being at y'all events. Did y'all listen to what he said?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.